Okay, our title today is Expression. Review. Number 6. Expression review number 6. Okay, this will be we'll have 4 examples. And just remember that our first step is to be multiplying. We're going to use distributive property, and when doing so, if there's one negative, it's negative. But if there's 2 negatives, it cancels. It's positive. So we'll take the outside, times each one inside, times each term. 3 times 2 is 6. 3 times 5 is 15. But there's one negative. So if there's one negative, that's negative. Now over here, that's a negative 2 times each thing, each term inside. Now the invisible 1 is right there. So this is actually 2 times 1 is 2, so it's 2x, but we're using one negative. So can you see it's 6x minus 15 minus 2x or negative 2x? Treat them the same. Then we have 2 times 7 is 14. And there's 2 negatives. We're multiplying 2 negatives, so they cancel. And it's just plus, positive. All right, and remember, when combining like terms like we're going to do, one negative, one positive, they cancel each other. So it's like putting flavors on your tongue and seeing what you have the most of. So I'll count the x's. I have 6x, and then this is a negative 2x. 6 and negative 2. So if you put 6 hot and 2 cold, you're going to have more hot. It's positive. 6 take away 2 is 4. Now let's look at the constants. Negative 14, negative 15, positive 14. There's more negative. There's more of this flavor. Matter of fact, there's one more. 15 take away 14 is 1. So it's negative 1. So think of putting flavors on your mouth. Cold, mint, hot, cinnamon. And you would have one cool mint flavor on your tongue. Okay, number 2, we have negative 4, parentheses. Okay, I don't need to say it, you can see it. Okay, so what we want to do is, our first step is to use distributive property. So take the outside times the inside. So I'll take this. That's the invisible 1 right there. 4 times 1 is 4. And there's one negative. Then I need to multiply by negative 2. 4 times 2 is 8. 2 negatives cancel when multiplying. We're multiplying, 2 negatives cancel. Now this is a positive 3, just 3. 3 times 3 is 9, 9x, and it's positive, so I'll just put a plus in front of it. And you know what, I didn't put a plus in front of this 8. What's wrong with me here? Right, because that's positive 8, so you should put a plus in front of it. Then we have 3 times 4, negative 4. 3 times 4 is 12. And we're multiplying with one negative. one negative means it's going to be negative. All right, now we're going to combine like terms. So we'll just use the rules for like putting flavors on your tongue. So we have -4, +9. So there's more positive than negative. How much more? 5 more. 9 take away 4 is 5. And there's more positive. Now let's do the constants. +8, -12. Notice how I'm including the sign in front of it. So let's see, I have 12 negatives, 8 well, there's more negative, right? So the flavor would be more minty on your tongue, not hot. And how many more? 4. 12 take away 8 is 4. All right, number 3. Okay, now there is an invisible number there. You can see it, it's this. It's the invisible -1. -1. That's very powerful. If you remember, -1 changes the sign of everything inside. Now, if you know that, then you could just rewrite it. If you don't know it, then it would be like this. -1 times 4 would just be -4x. You see, it changes its sign. And then -1 times 8. 1 times 8 is 8. And there's one negative, so it's changing the sign. It changed everything inside here. It changed their sign. That's how powerful it is. But you still have a 5 here, so bring that down. Now we can combine like terms. And so if you can identify right away that it's going to change the sign, then just rewrite it, changing the sign. All right, so I have a -4x. That's it for the x's. And then for my constants, a 5 and a -8. Well, there's more negative, right? There's more minty than is spicy on your tongue. More negative. How much more? 8 take away 5 is 3. And that is the answer. Okay, this will be our last problem. So again, you notice there's a missing number, the -1. And that's going to change everything inside here. So I'll do it the long way. You don't have to, but this is now not 5x, it's going to be -5x because it's a -1. And this won't be a -1 anymore, it'll be a +1. Because 1 times 1 is 1, 2 negatives cancel. I'll bring down the 9, put together the like terms. So we have a -5x. Then we have the constants, a 9 and a +1. Well, 9 plus 1 is just 10. And that's it. So hopefully if you're quizzed on this, this will be very simple for you.